It's August 10th, and this is your Fox Daily Snapshot. Today is Lazy Day. The founders are not known, probably because they were too lazy to tell anyone that they had created the day in the first place. So relax and enjoy lying on the couch. On this day in 1977, the Son of Sand killer is arrested in New York City. 24-year-old David Berkowitz terrorized the city for more than a year, killing 6 young people and wounding 7 others with a .44 caliber revolver. He was later found guilty. In 2019, financier Jeffrey Epstein is found dead of an apparent suicide in his jail cell in New York while awaiting trial for sex trafficking charges. Scotland Yard disrupts a major terrorist plot in 2016 to destroy aircraft traveling from the UK to the US. All toiletries are banned from commercial flights. Born on this day in 1997, reality star and founder and owner of her own cosmetic company, Kylie Jenner. I'm CJ Papa. That's your Fox Daily Snapshot.
SRM Concrete is the largest ready-mix producer in the country, yet is still family-owned and operated. Locally grown, nationally known, SRM delivers unmatched quality and service. You called, we haul. We're SRM Concrete.
We're the Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, audio and video streaming at WGNSradio.com. This is Rutherford Issues, hitting right at what matters most to all of us here in the heart of Tennessee. From Murfreesboro to Smyrna, Eagleville to Laverne, Playana to Barfield, and everywhere in between. If it matters to you, you'll hear about it here on Rutherford Issues. Now your host, Brian Barrett.
Well, hey, hi, and hello there, fun lovers and truth seekers. Welcome in. It's Rutherford Issues here from WGNS. Glad you're with us today. How are things going? Trying to get everything fixed from the weekend. Man, those Sunday people. Jeez. What do they do here? I think they own the place. Jeez. Just moving stuff around. I don't understand. Got plenty of cameras. I mean, I don't understand. Leave alone. Anyway, glad you're with us. Certainly an interesting weather weekend. Did you get waterlogged at your place? Man, we have a lot of rain. But things are all good now, I think. Water kind of going down wherever we had some flooding. Milton, Las Casas, you were the kind of the hot spot. For sure. Lots of issues in that neck of the woods. But had some downtown too, as a matter of fact. Still kind of checking in on some of that, but it'll be good. Hope you're good. Hope you had a good weekend. My weekends are down by half a day now. Coming up starting this weekend, it's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner. Starts on Saturday morning, this coming Saturday at 9 o'clock. We'll be back for the 38th season. Can you believe that? 38th season of the Coaches Show. Football coaches, of course, they'll be pretty happy. Haven't played the first game. A little nervous, getting ready for the first game. You know how that goes, right? No, I guess we don't. I guess I've been around it 37 of those 38 years or whatever. It's crazy. I didn't realize it was that big of a number, but it is. Did a little math. Regardless, we'll see how the week goes. We are still stuck in that Friday, Saturday, rainy, stormy pattern. Got to get out of that. Not going to happen this week, though, it doesn't look like, as we take a look at the forecast coming up here in just a couple of moments. Going to be hot this week. Man, is it going to get hot. You know, and that always happens just in time for the start of high school football season. We're going to get those feels like temperatures into the 100s. So here we come, heat index. So it's here, right? Want to say good morning to... Okay. Punch a button and things don't work. We'll just do it that way. Middle Tennessee Electric. They're bringing you the program today. Rutherford Issues is powered by MTE. You know, reliable power, local service, supporting the neighbors who are served by the electric utility. That's what MTE is all about. From keeping the lights on through this late summer storms to empowering local families, Middle Tennessee Electric is proud to bring good energy to our community. Thanks to MTE for being such a great partner here in Rutherford County and in our community. Forecast coming up in a second. Right now, why don't we talk about our daily winners? And let me pull that up here for you. Thought I had it all ready to go, but I did not. But Alan Farley is today's SRM Concrete Good Neighbor of the Day. Alan was nominated for his work along with his awesome staff to make Election Day last Thursday go off without a hitch. At least that's what it seemed from everybody else. I'm sure there might have been a hitch or, but we got the results. The night was over and we knew who won and who didn't. So we've got that over some places, right? Alan Farley today getting a free drink of choice from 7 Brew Drive-Thru Coffee. 7 Brew is located in Murfreesboro, in Smyrna, and in Laverne. Congrats to Alan Farley. And this Good Neighbor Spotlight is poured by SRM Concrete. They're locally grown, nationally known, and they're eager to highlight the people who serve as a solid foundation for our community. If you'd like to nominate a Good Neighbor of the Day, and we hope you do. I mean, it's all listener-driven. That's how we do this thing. You can text the word neighbor to 615-893-1450. And when you do that, you'll get a reply. And in that reply will be a hyperlink. It'll tell you, tap here and follow the instructions. So you do that, takes you to our website, directly to the page where you can submit the information. Name, address, phone number, sentence, why. And there's a submit button at the bottom. You click that. It's going to take you 90 seconds tops. If you type slow, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but that's okay. Take a little time and make someone's day. We'll highlight them on the air as the Good Neighbor of the Day, and they'll get a free drink of choice from 7 Brew and the recognition, so hard to beat that. Birthdays. How about Kalia Honeycutt, our winner today? Kalia, hope you have a wonderful birthday. And enjoy that banana pudding over at Slick Pig, will you? 1920 East Main. Slick Pig is open every Tuesday through Saturday. And they help us with our birthday club. That's another thing we do. We announce on the air every morning at 8 o'clock all the birthdays that we collect. Now, we announce some birthdays during the Wake Up Crew, but right at 8 o'clock, all the names that are collected that morning. We have some names, of course, we go into the morning with each day. But all the names that we collect on the morning of, we will announce them and then give away banana pudding from Slick Pig. So help us out with that. Just call or text. You can also submit on our website birthdays, and we'll be sure to get those on. I promise. Right now, it's about 15 after 10.
Good day, Rutherford County. This is Lee Colvin, financial advisor and CFP with Edward Jones. Let's get the latest business news from our financial desk.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stocks opened mixed and turned lower as investors monitor developments in the Iran conflict. Microsoft shares are up around 2%. It is expected to unveil a new artificial intelligence chip that can run AI models at a lower cost. Apple shares are down more than 2.5% after some cautious comments from analysts. And Apple is also said to be testing memory chips from China's CXMT. It's considering using the chips in some devices sold in China. Apple will need the White House's approval. Tractor Supply shares down nearly 2%. It's closing about 75 PetSense pet stores because of disappointing sales. Tractor Supply is making changes to address shoppers pulling back on big expensive purchases. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Well, time to check the stocks. S&P little changed as traders await possible Hormuz deal, and Intel shares fall. Right now, the S&P up 6 points, 77.64. NASDAQ down 46, 26,644. The Dow up, but just 3 points, 54,040.
From Wall Street to Church Street, that's the latest business news from the Edward Jones Financial Desk. I'm financial advisor and CFP Lee Colvin. Call 615-907-7056 or stop by our office on South Rutherford Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center.
Are you ready for something big that's happening tonight? Tonight. If you're a Farm Bureau member, listen up.
This is Doris Ann with the Rutherford County Farm Bureau. We would like to show our appreciation to all of our Farm Bureau members by inviting you to our annual membership meeting tonight at Lane Agri Park, 315 John Ross Boulevard. We will start serving barbecue with all the trimmings at 5 p.m. The meeting will be immediately following. For more information, call 615-893-1213 or visit our website at rcfarmbureau.org.
Don't miss the Farm Bureau annual membership meeting tonight.
Broadcasting to every nook and cranny of Rutherford County's 618 square miles. FM 100.5, 101.9, and AM 1450.
Time for us to get a quick check on the weather. But first, how about we check on the nation's weather?
Fox Weather.
I'm Fox Weather meteorologist Craig Herrera with the latest from America's Weather Center. A stormy start to the day for the Ohio River Valley, and basically going to repeat this almost every day for the next 3 days. Rain will be heavy at times from South Dakota into Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, all the way to Pennsylvania and West Virginia. We'll also watch for some of these storms to produce some strong winds, perhaps even some rotation. The chance for rotation is over South Dakota. Heavy rainfall returns to southern Arizona as the monsoon picks up, and that rain extends all the way up into Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico. Much needed there. The dry thunderstorms will be a concern for possible fires out across northern Nevada, Idaho, and Wyoming. Air quality is still an issue for the Pacific Northwest as those fires continue to burn. In the Atlantic, we're watching 3 areas of development and 3 areas in the Pacific, one of them about 1,000 miles from Hawaii. Get the latest weather updates anytime, anywhere. Download the Fox Weather app at foxweather.com.
Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Yesterday, some big storms up in Illinois and Ohio, I think, maybe Indiana. I'm not exactly sure. I do know that Illinois got it again yesterday, and man, they've had just a rough time. But as we zoom in to our radar here and get us into Middle Tennessee, we're doing just okay this morning. Nothing on the old radar suite right now. But let's take a look at some of the modeling that we have, and the heat index. Yep, it's going to build here for us for sure. Let's see, what are we at currently here? I'm looking at RutherfordWX.com. Looks like 82 in Murfreesboro, and in Smyrna 84 degrees. So that's what we have right now, and let's kind of take a look at today. This afternoon, about 5 o'clock, it's going to feel like 100 degrees. 101 at 4 o'clock. Yep. So a day over 100 degrees today. Cool off tonight, of course. Not going to cool any lower than the 70s. Now, this is the feels like if you're watching over on Big G TV. Tomorrow's feels like, looks like about 103 at the peak around 2 o'clock. And let's see if it'll give us Wednesday. No Wednesday, but it's going to continue to get warmer and warmer. In fact, mid-90s for the actual temperature every day this week, upper 90s by the time we get into the weekend. So you can bet your bottom dollar we're going to feel like it's over 100 most of the week this week. We may need some heat advisories as we go on through the week, so just kind of keep that in mind. Heat index about 105 or so. Yeah. I'm afraid that's what we've got coming up. And rain chances, a few tomorrow, Wednesday, about a 40% chance of rain. But by the time We get to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it looks like that percentage is right around 20% or so. So the higher rain chances over the weekend are not there. But we thought that this past weekend, and we had this storm system on Saturday that just kept dumping rain. Man, especially from downtown Murfreesboro to the east. Milton, Kittrell, Las Casas, parts of Walter Hill. Really got a lot of rain this past weekend. And we were live on Saturday afternoon for a few hours on RutherfordWX.com. So be sure to check us out over there, RutherfordWX.com. That stands for Rutherford Weather. And we're on YouTube, Facebook, X. When I say we're there, we're not only there to give you updates, beforehand, but we're also broadcasting live on those social platforms during impactful and severe weather. So you'll want to go ahead and like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I had someone say, I was on Facebook, but I love YouTube. Just gives you so many options, and YouTube does. You can watch on any device, whether it be your phone or your TV. So check us out there, RutherfordWX.com, or just head to those social platforms and search up Ruco Weather. That's RUCO Weather. And you'll get all the latest information from Rutherford Weather. If it's happening in the 600-plus square miles of Rutherford County, Tennessee, well, we're going to tell you all about it.
Broadcasting from the tallest tower in the city with that little red light on top. FM 100.5, FM 101.9, and AM 1450. Rutherford Issues on News Radio WGNS.
Rutherford TV. Whoops. That's Big G TV. Made possible by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, the only multi-specialty physician-owned medical practice in Rutherford County, serving the community with primary and specialty care. MMC is committed to keeping you healthy for life. We've got a check of the latest world news from Fox News coming up here in just 30 seconds.
This is a paid legal ad.
It didn't cost me anything to call the law office of John Day.
I didn't have to pay just to seek out legal advice.
They handled it all, and they were very good.
The law offices of John Day. Call for your free consultation.
My name is Pat, and we are very real clients of the law offices of John Day.
We called the law office of John Day. They came to our rescue and took care of us, and we are very happy with them.
Injured by a big truck? Trust the law offices of John Day.
It's driving oil prices back up. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. The tension over the Strait of Hormuz has oil up more than 3%. WTI back over $80 a barrel.
Iranian officials are now making new demands, calling on the United States to permanently end the war and compensate Iran for damages before the Strait would reopen.
But President Trump tells Axios he's playing it low-key, only semi-negotiating with Iran, where inflation is far worse than here. And Fox's Trey Ingst also reports from Tel Aviv.
A senior Israeli official told Fox News that they are reviewing credible evidence inside of Iran of mounting economic pressure on the regime. They say regime officials are having to choose where money goes domestically.
The earth quaked this morning in South America.
The quake was felt in Colombia and Ecuador, with an epicenter around 250 miles west of the Colombian capital, Bogota. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, it had a magnitude of 7.4 and a depth of 66 miles. Reports are coming in of injuries and severe damage to buildings in cities including Pereira and Quibdó.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. We are just getting word of at least 2 deaths now in Colombia. This is a last full day to campaign ahead of primaries in several states tomorrow. Minnesota and Wisconsin, Connecticut and Vermont. In Ohio, Congressman Max Miller keeps running for re-election despite calls to drop out of the race. He's passed a deadline that would have let Republicans replace him as the nominee.
Still refusing to step aside over abuse allegations made by his ex-wife, the daughter of Ohio Republican Senator Bernie Moreno, who's also called Miller unfit to serve following an ugly divorce and bitter custody battle. Allegations that Miller has denied. He represents Ohio's 7th district in the southern and western suburbs of Cleveland, a district that favors the GOP by 5 points, though a seat that Republicans are now worried could flip because of the political fallout.
That's Jeff Manasso. America's listening to Fox News.
Ascension St. Thomas Heart is the leader in Middle Tennessee for heart care. providing the most advanced options, including heart surgery and transplants. Our nationally recognized cardiac team cares for more adult hearts than anyone in the state, from AFib to heart failure, using minimally invasive options when possible to help shorten recovery, making Ascension St. Thomas Heart your first choice for routine heart care and cardiac emergencies. Schedule a heart screening or find a cardiologist at ascension.org/St. Thomas Heart.
There's a difference between a child being watched and a child being taught. At Academy Child Development, teachers bring award-winning Fraud Street curriculum to life for infants through pre-K children. Early language, math, and science lessons build their confidence so they walk into kindergarten ready. Tuition at the Academy includes special enrichment programs. Murfreesboro families new to the Academy enjoy discounts until August 30th, so book a tour today. Call the Academy at 629-284-3108. That's 629-284-3108.
Don't miss the Rick Burgess Show weekdays 11 to 2 here on News Radio WGNS.
The Rick Burgess Show weekdays 11 to 2 on News Radio WGNS.
I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here's some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Monday, August the 10th, 2026. A 70-year-old Murfreesboro man is facing a harassment charge after police say that he threatened to sit in his driveway with a gun because of school pickup traffic. James Weidman reportedly called Scales Elementary School on Friday to complain that parents waiting to pick up students were blocking his driveway. Murfreesboro police say that when school employees told him that they could not resolve the problem, Weidman allegedly said he would sit in his driveway with a gun during school traffic. Officers arrested Weidman a short time later. He was booked into the Rutherford County Adult Detention Center on a $2,000 bond. His next court hearing is scheduled for September the 8th. Meanwhile, a former Murfreesboro police detective is facing multiple criminal charges involving department funds and government records. Regional Primus, a 16-year department veteran, resigned on August the 6th after a Rutherford County grand jury indicted him on theft, forgery, falsifying government documents, and 13 counts of official misconduct. Investigators say he used at least $2,760 from a confidential police drug fund for personal benefit and later replaced money to make the account balance appear correct. The investigation also found he allegedly accessed a criminal justice database 14 times between 2023 and 2026 for information unrelated to criminal investigations, and even shared some of that information with a friend. His court hearing is scheduled for September the 17th. That's all for now. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS. Students across Rutherford County are settling into the new school year, and hundreds in the Blackman community are doing so inside of a brand new building. Poplar Hill Middle School opened its doors on Friday for the first time, welcoming about 850 students in grades 6 through 8. Monday marks the school's first full day of classes. The 169,000 square foot campus is the 53rd school in the Rutherford County school system and was built to accommodate continued growth in the Blackman area. Principal April Sneed says opening the new campus required help from construction crews, engineers, central office employees, and teachers. The school also includes a weapon detection system for students and visitors. Poplar Hill sits on land historically connected to the Blackman family, and school leaders say that history will remain part of the campus culture and traditions. And growth in Murfreesboro is also bringing another new arrival to Veterans Parkway. Wawa plans to open its new store at 5208 Veterans Parkway on September 10th, with a ribbon cutting scheduled for 8:30 that morning. The convenience store chain expects to operate as many as 7 Tennessee locations by the end of 2026, and plans for more than 50 statewide stores over the next decade. Wawa says that each new store represents an investment of more than $7.5 million and creates about 35 permanent jobs. Nearly 6,000 Tennessee workers have now been affected by WARN notices filed this year, as another round of layoffs and closures is scheduled for the coming months. The state's latest notices bring the total number of affected workers to at least 5,982 since late June. 6 additional WARN notices have impacted 981 employees. Among the newest filings, Resource Label in Williamson County plans layoffs affecting 68 workers in October. WellPath in Shelby County is expecting to lay off 119 employees in September, while TikTok plans to close its Nashville office October 5th, affecting 250 workers. Other recent notices include Carlex in Monroe County, Regional 1 Extended Care Hospital in Shelby County, and Stanley Black and Decker in Sumner County. Meanwhile, Tennessee Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti is joining attorney generals from across the country in urging the federal government to strengthen protections against unwanted robocalls. The bipartisan effort is calling for tougher requirements on telecommunications companies to verify who is using their network. Consumer advocates say joining the National Do Not Call Registry can still help when reporting unwanted calls, even though it won't stop scammers who ignore the law. Skrmetti says Tennesseans are united in their frustration over robocalls, but states face limits because much of telecommunications regulation falls under federal law. That's all for now. For updates on these and many more local news stories, you can check out our website, WGNSradio.com. You can also follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook, as well as X. If you're enjoying the show, please leave a rating or review on Spotify and iTunes, a comment on YouTube, or share it with a friend. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network. And I'll talk to you later.
This is News Radio WGNS, Prime Time Sports.
Sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Our expanded office location is on Medical Center Parkway, just across the street from the hospital. If you've been injured, call us for a free consultation at 867-9900.
Access Tennessee Sports. I'm Josh Copley. Nolensville has been representing Tennessee in the Baseball Little League tournament. They would survive on Sunday, beating South Carolina in an elimination game 6-1. They will play Florida in the regional semifinal today at 10 a.m. Central, and with the win, they will play Alabama at 2 p.m. Central with a chance to go to the World Series. The Tennessee Titans signed guard Peter Skoronski to a 4-year, $100 million extension, according to Rap Sheet. This deal will keep him in Nashville through 2031 and will include an $88 million guarantee. It also makes Skoronski the highest paid guard in the NFL. There were questions surrounding the future of former Vanderbilt basketball player Tyler Nickel after a Denver court ruling would apparently grant him 1 more year of collegiate eligibility. According to a Sportsnet New York report, Nickel seems to be dead set on his professional career with the New York Knicks. I'm Josh Copley with Access Tennessee Sports.
Thanks, Josh. Don't forget the debut of the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner for the 26-27 school year is Saturday. Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. Our order has not changed. Let's see if I can remember it. Riverdale, Smyrna, Blackman, Laverne, Oakland, Stewart's Creek, Rockvale, Eagleville, MTCS. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. But I think that's our order, between 9 and noon. So be sure to join us every Saturday morning here on WGNS. Hey, you can find all that information in the additional links at WGNSradio.com. Riverdale, Smyrna, Blackman, Laverne, Oakland, Stewart's Creek, Rockvale, Siegel, Eagleville, then MTCS Cougar Corner. So there you go. I think I missed a couple. But anyway, there you go. That's your schedule of coaches on Saturday mornings on WGNS between 9 and 11:45 or so. More sports coming up here with your Braves report. The Braves in the Bronx taking on the Yanks.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update.
The Braves get out of Gotham with a 10-inning win on Sunday as Michael Harris II knocks in Ha-Sung Kim in the top of the frame to salvage one game and avoid the sweep. Only 4 hits on the afternoon for the Braves, but Grant Holmes, stellar yet again. 6 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He didn't factor into the win. That went to Raisel Iglesias after pitching a perfect ninth. Tyler Kinley comes in for the save. save his first of the season. Christian Scott pitching for the Mets starting tonight. The 27-year-old is 3-3, has a 3.15 ERA, 32 walks, and 92 strikeouts. It'll be a Bryce Elder day for the hometown team. 8-6, a 3.69 ERA, 42 walks, and 104 strikeouts. Bryce was stellar last time out, 7 innings of one-hit baseball. Your Ford leadoff show coming your way at 6, and first pitch between the Braves and the Mets, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central Time, and you can hear all of it right here on the Braves Radio Network.
A look at the news, views, politics, sports, and people that are shaping Rutherford County. Listen each weekday morning at 9 o'clock for the Roundtable here on News Radio WGNS.
And now for something you might not have known. Brought to you by the Tennessee Lottery. If you started counting right now and maintained a pace of 1 number per second, it would take you about 255 years to reach more than 8 billion. And here's something else you might not have known. The Tennessee Lottery has raised more than $8 billion for education, and we don't plan on slowing down anytime soon. You can count on that. The Tennessee Lottery, game-changing, life-changing fun.
When it comes to your child's health,
you want care that's close, convenient,
and centered around the needs of your family.
At MMC Pediatrics, we're more than just doctors.
We're partners in your parenting journey.
Here for every growth spurt,
for every boo-boo,
every fever, and every flu.
Our team approach means that your child always sees someone that knows them.
We are MMC Pediatrics.
We are right beside you.
Every step of the way.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at WGNSradio.com.
And Rutherford Issues on WGNS is made possible by our friends over at Middle Tennessee Electric. And we know that August means your air conditioner is going to work overtime. So stay ahead of peak cooling cost by just nudging that thermostat up a few degrees when the house is empty. And be sure to change those HVAC filters monthly. Very important things that you can do to help lower your energy cost. And you can find more of those tips online at mte.com/myenergyplan. We're going to talk about the Center for the Arts here in the next few moments. And the Center for the Arts Program Director, Heather Steele, is here. Missed you last time.
I'm sorry, but Regina missed you, and so she wanted to come see you.
We had a good time talking, and then you should have been around for the after show talk. It was fun. Yeah, we talked about everything. So
yeah, we have a good time when we come over here.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we are neighbors across down. Just keep going down Church Street.
It's like 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
I walked this morning.
Did you?
Yes, and it's hot outside already.
It is hot, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's going to be an even hotter walk back up the hill. Yeah.
Maybe I'll get Emily to drive me
back.
Yeah,
there you go. Maybe so. So we do have Emily Dennis with us, right?
Yes.
Emily, you are in an upcoming, I guess, an event, right? We're going to call it an event, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That works. Yes.
So Next to Normal?
Yes, the show is Next to Normal. It is a musical about an average family, and then you find out how they deal with grief and mental health issues and just family dynamics. So it can be really relatable while being set to music.
Okay. Is it a musical?
It is. It is almost primarily music.
Okay.
It's a rock musical, and it actually is a Pulitzer Prize winner.
It's interesting.
And a Tony Award winner. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I haven't heard of Next to Normal, but I'm not your typical, I'm going to hear about those kind of things.
That's okay. That's okay.
But that's all right.
It's different than a lot of what we do. A lot of the shows that we do are musical comedies, or they're a musical romance type of vibe. And this one is different than that. But like Emily said, it is so relatable to so many people because it deals with things that all of us deal with in our own families, and, you know, with mental health and family dynamics, and like she said, with grief and different things like that. And so I think it hits home for a lot of people. It's a really beautiful show.
Well, that is among a lot of things that are going on at the center, so I want to make sure we have some time. We're going to, and it's Next to Normal runs August 21st through the 30th. Yes. So stay tuned. More to come. Emily's warming up her pipes, I guess, to do an early rendition of one of the songs. So we're going to find out more about that coming up. But do want to make sure we have plenty of time to talk about programs that are coming up for the fall. Are you ready for the fall?
We are. So we all know the first full day of school for Rutherford County is today, and by Thursday we have our first day of our fall session of classes. So some of our kids are coming back for Thursday classes, but our after-school classes start in about 2 weeks. Okay. So we have 2 really fun shows. We're doing Trolls Junior, which just got released and is based on, like the Trolls movies. Yeah. And then we're also doing High School Musical Junior, which we're very excited about. Everyone loves High School Musical. So both of those are still enrolling through the end of the week, and we would love to see some more kiddos come out for that. Also have visual arts, and we have some programming for kindergarten through second graders, preschool programming, lots of different things on the docket for this fall session. But that enrollment information is all at boroarts.org, and we are happy to answer any questions that you have as well. But if you've got kids anywhere from kindergarten through 12th grade and they need something to do after school, we've got you covered.
You got it, right?
Yep.
Again, that's boroarts.org, boroarts.org, and all the information is there about the fall classes and enrollment. And remind me to say something about first-timers, because sometimes I think people get nervous about signing up for something that they've never done before, that kind of thing.
Well, we break them out of that shell pretty quickly over at the Center for the Arts.
Let's go ahead and talk about that process. What is that like? If you've never done this before, because again, I think some people are nervous if they've never signed up. Where do you sign up? Where, all of those things.
Yeah. So, and we can talk about class and main stage productions as well. But in classes, every student who's enrolled in the class is participating in either the production or the showcase that we have going on in visual arts. Everyone is participating in the galleries. So it's not ever a situation where, maybe you don't get in. So everyone's participating. Everyone has an important part. We're really focused on ensemble work as well. And we spend the first week of class kind of helping everyone get to know each other and breaking out of that comfort zone just a little bit. So we teach our students how the audition is going to be. We let them practice and do some things together before they have to stand up and go through an audition. Yeah. And because the audition process can be very nerve-wracking for a lot of people, even for adults, I would say that most of the actors I know say that auditioning is the absolute worst part of participating in in theater.
And dealing with that, the whole thing of, am I going to get rejected for this? I'm not going to get the part, that kind of thing, right?
Yes. Yeah, and, when you're an adult and you're going out there and you're in main stage, it is community theater, and we try to involve as many people as we can. There's not ever a situation where the show has been precast with all our favorite people and it's all a ruse. Everyone has a chance every time they walk in the door, and the people in the audition panel are rooting for you. They want to see you succeed, and they're excited. I am almost always on the audition panel just by virtue of my job, and I would say that I'm often really it's kind of heartwarming to see how supportive the room is. All of the other actors that are in the room, clap for every person after they audition and do their song, and it's very friendly. It's a very friendly vibe. So I like how we do auditions, and I think that we've created an atmosphere that is as comfortable as it can be when you're doing something that's very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yes. So even though I can't sing well, if I come up just because I know Heather Steele, I'm not going to necessarily get the lead role in the next musical.
Right. I mean, you do need to be able to carry a tune if you want the lead. However, in every show, there are roles that don't sing. And there are there are different needs. There are some roles that don't dance, even in a show that is primarily a dance-heavy show.
Yeah, I'm out on that too. So
yeah, but we might need the guy with your exact skill set to come through and
the radio DJ.
Yeah,
There
be the
you go.
radio DJ.
I always get that part.
I feel like there's often like a police officer who does a walkthrough a lot of times, and we need that guy. And so, whether or not you are a singer or a dancer, there might still be a spot for you. So don't let that keep you from coming out if you're not sure. And all of our auditions have information about what's coming up, and you can always reach out to us and say, hey, this is kind of what I do. Do you think there might be a spot for me? And we'll encourage you to give it a try.
Okay. Well, we kind of went from the kiddos just to like the overall experience, but that works for the kiddos too.
It does.
What I wanted to say about High School Musical is I think that came out at such a pivotal time and did so much for the performing arts.
Absolutely.
I think.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
think so?
And that people love that show. There is High School Musical 1, High School Musical 2, High School Musical 3, High School Musical the Musical, High School Musical the Musical the series. I mean, it is such a big just cultural phenomenon. And even it's funny because even working with adults, they'll come through and start singing a song from the show and they all know all the choreography. Like the whole room will break into Troy Bolton's dance.
Oh, wow.
And it's a little, we're weird over there sometimes, but we do have a good time. But yes, High School Musical is very popular. And when we put that one on the schedule, there were cheers all around the room.
I can imagine.
From the adults and the kids, they're excited about it.
Our friends from the Center for the Arts are here. Heather Steele talking about all the programs for the fall classes that are getting ready to start. Emily Dennis is here with Next to Normal, and that is the next show up on August 21st through the 30th. A small cast?
It is a small cast. There are only 6 in this cast, but we also have live musicians for this show. We don't do that for every show, but this time we have live musicians on stage as well. And so, 6 actors, and is it 7 musicians as well? 6 musicians as well.
Including strings, which you don't always get, especially in a community theater production.
Right.
Yeah. So we're very excited about that. They came in for their big collaborative rehearsal for the first time last night, where the musicians are working together with the actors that are singing through the songs, playing through things together. So all the pieces are kind of falling into place now, and I'm very excited to see this one.
Well, tell me about Emily, Diana. Your alter ego, I guess, right?
Yes, Diana Goodman. She is complex. She sings in over 20 of the 30-something songs in the show. As I said, it's continuous music, so some of these are shorter songs. But she is dealing with her own struggles, dealing with, again, we talked about grief, but also kind of figuring out where that lands her within her family, who's also dealing with the same issues. And there's moments of separation from each other and then trying to come back together. But ultimately, the heart of this show is trying to deal with your own emotions so that you can go on living as happily as you can.
So how difficult is it to learn 20 songs?
It's a lot.
I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, and we sang through every single one of them last night. I only cheated for lyrics a couple of times. But we're good. It's also very complex music, and it seems like every song goes into a different genre. Like, for example, the one I'm going to be singing today, it has kind of a country rock feel, where other ones are like lullabies or kind of, if you know much about musical theater, some of them feel very Sondheim-esque, where it's kind of this repetitive flowing accompaniment that doesn't really have anything to do with what the vocalists are singing, but when they come together, it's so beautiful. And then knock down, drag out rock songs yelling at each other.
Okay.
So
a little bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything.
So tell me a little bit about the piece that you're going to perform today.
So this song is called I Miss the Mountains, and it's a moment where as Diana is dealing with all of her emotions surrounding her issues with her family, she's realizing at this point that maybe some of the medications she has been on are keeping her from living her life to the fullest.
Okay. Well, without further ado, what's the name of the piece here?
I Miss the Mountains.
That's right. You said that. I Miss the Mountains. Okay. So here is Emily Dennis from Next to Normal with I Miss the Mountains.
There was a time when I flew higher. Was a time the wild girl running free would be me. Now I see her feel the fire. Now I know she needs me there to share. I know where all these blank and tranquil years seems they've dried up all my tears. And while she runs free and fast, seems my wild days are past. But I miss the mountains. I miss the dizzy heights, all the manic magic days, and the dark depressing nights. I miss the mountains. I miss the highs and lows, all the climbing, all the falling, all the while the wild wind blows, stinging you with snow and soaking you with rain. I miss the mountains. I miss the pain. Mountains make you crazy. Here it's safe and sound. My mind is somewhere hazy. My feet are on the ground. Everything is balanced here and on an even keel. Everything is perfect. Nothing's real. Nothing's real. And I miss the mountains. I miss that lonely climb, wandering through the wilderness and spending all my time where the air is clear but cuts you like a knife. I miss the mountains. I miss the mountains. I miss my life. I miss my life.
Studio audience.
I mean,
going
isn't
wild.
she incredible?
That is awesome. Yes.
Oh, I can't
Absolutely
wait
great.
to see this show. I'm so excited about it.
And just to think, you get to hear her sing 20 of the 30 songs.
I know.
So there you go.
I'm in rehearsal at the same time she is for a different show, and so I hear her sing pretty regularly, but I haven't gone into the room with them yet. So I'm really